So if I'm ready to publish this file, I'm happy with the way it looks and I'm ready for it to go onto the live site, I can click on the Publish Now button. That brings up the final check, so I can run those checks again if I haven't done them already. And if I scroll down, I can add a version description, so I can say why I've published this page, what changes were made, or whatever the case might be. Depending on your site and how it's configured, you may or may not see Twitter and Facebook. Twitter allows you to actually send a tweet to Twitter and say, this is what, that something was changed or just some news. So an example I like to use is Homecoming. When the Homecoming page comes up and tickets are available, you can say, Homecoming's just around the corner, buy your tickets, tweet that, and you can actually include a URL here as well to the page. And then you can choose the Twitter account that you want to send that tweet to. Okay, in this case, I only have one. For Facebook, same thing. You can enter in your Facebook wall post and then add the URL if you want, and select the Facebook page that you want that posted to. If you're not ready to publish this now, but the page is fully configured, you can also schedule it. So you can choose a date and time in the future in which you want this to be published, and select if it should repeat. This message goes to you letting you know that it has been published. It's optional. And you also have your Twitter and Facebook here at the bottom as well if you want those to go out. So that's how you're going to get this to the live site. But if you've just configured this page and maybe you have a couple of options, or you've configured it now, but you're going to make some changes and actually publish changes and may want to revert to this later, or you're going to send it to somebody for review and you're worried that they may change something and you want to just preserve it, we have a versioning system. So instead of publishing it to the live site, you may want to just back it up. So you can create a backup, put in a version here, and click on Commit. What that does is in this revert option here, you'll have a version. So the revert option is going to allow you to revert to a previous version of the page. You can see that the page was published or backed up by the icons here. And then you can choose which page you want to go to by either clicking on Preview, or you can look at the source code. And ultimately, you just select the page you want by clicking on the number of that page and then saying OK here if you want to revert to that page. So this is a way that you can switch back and forth. So again, an example of Homecoming, you could set up your Homecoming page, make it all pretty, put it out there, Homecoming's over. You take the content and you change it to say that the event has ended, but check back next fall. So if somebody navigates to that page, it's still sitting there, but it just says there's no event. Next fall, you revert back to the page from the year previous and just make updates to the date and time. You don't have to start from scratch. So it gives you kind of a way to go back to what you've done before. So that is your edit, properties, preview, compare, check, revert, access, backup, publish now, and schedule. The last one is send to user. If I want to send this to another user, I can choose the user from the list. Right now, your usernames are all the Tower IDs, so it may not be super easy. You might want to call them and say, which one are you? But if that changes in the future, it'll be nice for you. You just give them a subject in the message and send it to them. When you do this, it transfers the checked out status from being you to them, which means that not even you can go in and edit that page until they release it. Okay. Couple more things. You can select multiple pages to publish at the same time. Okay, so you can publish them. You won't have the Twitter and Facebook, but if you want to have a bunch of pages you need to publish, you can do that. You can move a bunch of pages or copy them, etc.